The infamous Looperman. Looperman.com. If you're a music producer, you definitely know about this website. It is a little bit infamous, and a lot of people like to hate on it, which is kind of ridiculous, but my personal opinion on it is it's a great resource. It's amazing if you're new, and it's used by a lot of big name producers. Like, a lot of people still use this, and a lot of really big songs have come from loops on Looperman. So those are my thoughts on it. And by the way, don't listen to anybody who's like, oh, like using Looperman, like use Looperman. Just use it. I don't know. It's a great resource. It's cool. Don't listen to anybody who is trying to hate on you for that. It's just a waste of energy. But anyways, I'm gonna talk about like my own success from using Looperman over the past 4 years, as well as some other people. So, this for a time, this guy Minor to Go he was the biggest, or he was the main uploader, I guess. So he had uploaded the most loops on the website for a pretty long time. I think he was on the website for about 10 years. Looperman, like, it's been around for a while, but it hasn't really kind of taken off until maybe 2016 or 2017. But anyway, all of these songs are from Looperman loops, and this song was huge. No Stylist with Drake, Pop Out with Polo G and TJ, Oh OK with Gunna and Thug, and I think Lil Baby was on there too. And yeah, every big name rapper have used his loops, like Melly, Roddy. He's got a lot of songs with Polo G. He's got a few with Migos, a lot with Lil Peep, and a lot with Lil TJ as well. And recently too, this song with Kid Laroi, that's a pretty big deal. And some OGs too, Meek Mill, and anyway, the point is he's produced a lot of songs, and these were all from his Looperman loops. He does sell his own loop kits as well. He doesn't upload to Looperman anymore because whenever it'll load, because he signed a publishing deal a little while back. I'm assuming it's a publishing deal, but with, I guess, these labels, which are, part of UMG and Sony, I'm assuming, because why else would he have that? He's got the Looperman shirt on too. That's kind of funny. But yeah, this guy's entire career was made on Looperman, and now he sells these loop kits, which you should go buy. By the way, they're pretty good. But yeah, this guy, like, he is the best case scenario, like the absolute best case scenario if you upload to Looperman. And so, there's a lot of, the point is there's a lot of potential, and there's a lot of things that can happen if you're uploading to Looperman and you're uploading good loops, as proof by Minor to Go. So there are like a few guys too, like this guy I recognize. He's only been on here for a year, but he's uploaded a lot of loops. So yeah, he's got like 800 loops, but his loops have been used by a lot of big people as well. Like Trippie Redd has used his guitar loops. Same with Polo G, No Cap, some of those guys. So this guy, like, he's also had a lot of success. Oh, Kodak Black. He had like a big song with him come out recently. So, there's a lot of big songs. Like I said, it would be really cool if there was like some forum page on here that showed all the songs, and it could be edited by Looperman users. But whatever. And let's see if there's anybody else that is recognizable. There's a lot of new users recently, I've noticed. Like, I don't recognize any of these people, but if you've been on here a while, you kind of start to recognize the profile pictures and stuff like that from other people. you know what, enough scrolling through here, whatever. So this is my profile. So I for being on here for 4 years, that's really not that many loops, but whatever. So, but I am gonna try to upload every day, just from now on, because I make a bunch of loops every day. So why not upload 1 or 2 of them every day? But anyway, so for me, I've had a lot of success with bigger songs. So like this song with NLE Choppa that came out with. So anyway, this was a Looperman loop. This is my Genius page, and this was like a fairly big song, and it's getting re-released on his album, which is coming out on Friday. And just some other things as well too. I mean, these Nick Mira used a couple of my loops. This is my Genius page, and these songs were from Looperman, and they're unreleased, of course. I mean, Juice WRLD had, like, before or right after he died, his entire discography got leaked. Maybe these will come out like officially. That would be cool. But I mean, this song was also a Looperman loop. This is the NLE Choppa song. And yeah, I have some other ones in here as well, like a couple with Scarlord. He used some of my loops. Powfu did as well, and Nestle did with made in Toyo, or Made in Tokyo, however you say that. But anyway, that is, I mean, there's a lot of potential that can come from Looperman. Like, if you are a producer, I mean, it is cool. Don't expect for any kind of success overnight or whatever with this, but it happens. I also get people messaging me asking for custom loops or whatever, so that's always fun. Like, I'll do that and just make 10 guitar loops or whatever, $10 a piece. That's kind of cool. But anyway, the real reason I think why people shit on this is because Looperman is royalty free. So just like the term royalty free is very misunderstood by a lot of people. Royalty free, it just means free from royalties. That is it. And even that on its own is very open-ended. It just, because you still can get royalties from royalty-free stuff. Like, it's a very vague term that honestly it really means nothing. That's something that I've learned. That's why, like, if you try to make a YouTube video and use royalty-free information, there's a million asterisks, and you can still get claimed for using royalty-free music. It doesn't work the way a lot of people think that it works. So if you spend some time, read the terms and conditions, and it doesn't say anything about like you not getting credited. It even says there's like a section too where it's like, if you have any questions, contact the original uploader. Basically, what this terms and conditions does for Looperman is just covering Looperman's end. It's just washing their hands of any responsibility for any potential copyright stuff. And I agree with it. Like, it's this is good for Looperman. It's good for just general copyright stuff. But it says nothing about using other people's loops without having to credit, without having to pay. So these samples do need to be cleared. And that is something I'd never really thought too much about until this song came out, last fall. And because they reached out to me and they were like, yeah, these samples need to be cleared. Copyright issues nowadays are getting more and more complicated, I guess. And also something that is very common in a lot of producer contracts that I've gotten. It's very shady, but it's basically saying if there are any copyrighted works in the instrumental, then and we get sued for it, you are accepting all responsibility for that. You will be sued and not us. So that is something that's like super common in basically all, like any producer contract that I've gotten. And so I think a lot of producers are like, well, I don't want to deal with the off chance of this Looperman guy or whoever I sampled suing me, because they would get sued, not the label, not the artist. You would get sued, which is very unfair, very predatory, I think, at least in my opinion. But that's just how it is. So it's very easy for the original producers to just be like, you know what, I'm going to credit the Looperman guy. He's going to get paid. He's going to be a producer on here, and we're all going to be good. So, that's what happened. That's what happens for a lot of these loops. And even if you don't get credited, it's pretty easy to get credit for it. Like eventually you will. And here's another big song. This Suicide, I think this was like the biggest song from my Looperman page. But yeah, I mean, this Suicide Boys song that came out last year, they used one of my loops, and it's still up on Looperman. So yeah, just rambling video about my thoughts and experience with Looperman. So you should upload to it. Like if you're a producer, if you're a sample maker, you're looking for a good way to get your loops out, just upload here. Just start, upload a loop or two every day or whenever you can, and just wait, see what happens. It's don't get caught up in the whole like, oh well, payment and credited and blah blah blah. Like you will, eventually you will be getting paid and you will be getting credited on your Looperman loops. Here's another guy too. I recognize this guy's profile. 7 years this guy's been on here. He's got like, let's see how many. Yeah, 2,500 loops. Like this guy has been around. I don't know what songs have been used by his, but I don't know, whatever. Ramble over. Point is, upload to Looperman. A lot of cool stuff that can happen with it. Let me know what you think about it. Like, comment your thoughts, your experiences with it, and yeah, anything else. So thank you so much for watching.